Hi, my name is Malick Ceesay, and I play the role of Franco Wicks.
And I'm Jeffery Goodson, and I play Arthur Szyberszewski in Superior Donuts. Well, I was looking for a show to do, looking for auditions, and I was familiar with the TV show. I'd seen part of an episode, but it made me aware that there were characters in the show that may be in the right age range for me, and since I was looking to audition for something different, and then it said Tracy Letts, and I went, oh, I know who he is. I'll go audition, and so that's what brought me up here.
For me, I actually had went to middle school at Anoka Middle School for the arts. It was originally called Fredmore Middle School, and so I always knew that like Lyric Arts was down the street, but I never went here to see a show or audition for anything. So as I grew up and I went away from Anoka, experienced things, went to college, everything, I came back to where I kind of started this art, which was down the street, and so here I'm back. It's a great story because it is a story about friendship, and I think it's interesting to see like the different way in which this friendship has come together. It started off with a young black man looking for a job, and he comes and talks to this man who's like owned this donut shop, but is in a moment of crisis, but he sees it, but he sees through it, and he sees a way to like help him through this time. And so as like the show goes on, they slowly engage in different ways that aren't necessarily easy to explain, or like not, and at the same time not like hard to like understand, but it's cool to see just how they start from two different worlds, but then they come together to make this like very interesting, important relationship.
Yeah, it's about the people, the characters in the show, and there's so many really great moments, some of them funny and some of them really touching, where the people, it's just how they're coming together, how they're responding to each other, and how they're building this connection that really everybody needs.
I love to be a part of a play where like there's like that companion or that person that you're always like engaging with on stage.
Yeah.
So like, I treated my character and I treated Franco and I treated Arthur just as though I treated myself and each other, like so I thought about a lot of the things that Franco wanted to know about Arthur, so I took that into account and just like took that and embodied that and got to know you on a different level, which I think is really cool.
Our first interaction was during the audition process, and so we were actually reading from the script together as part of the audition process, and so you're already trying to make that kind of connection that's so important when you're just even auditioning. But we've gone through some of the scenes where you're talking about the low energy, and it's like, okay, you're playing the low energy, and then suddenly we got a scene like in Act 2 where it's like both of us are just really boom, 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 and the first time in rehearsal that we were reading through that, it was like, hey, this energy is really spot on. We don't know the lines yet.
We don't know,
but the energy is like, oh, this is going to be a fun scene.
Right,
and
exactly.
so it's just really comfortable.
I think like the biggest thing is like getting used to each other. I think that's the hugest thing. But I start noticing like as we go through each rehearsal, we're getting more and more used to each other. So we're being more open to like giving each other things that can help us, even if it's very minimal. Like even if it's just with lines, or like, what would happen if I moved over here like downstage? Oh, that actually makes sense, because then I could do this, and like that would make the scene a whole lot better.
It's not just learning my lines and learning where I'm supposed to go, but it's, am I giving you something to play off of? Am I giving you what you need to then, when you've got your line to say, your character makes sense out of it because you have what you need from me. So that's always a real important thing. And I feel like that we're still feeling out a lot of that stuff, but I feel like that there's a real openness to, what else do you need? If this isn't doing it for you, what else would work?
I see like Arthur, as the protagonist, and like all the people around him, just as anybody else has those people in their lives, just those very distinctly different but like important people that they value, even though there's days where you hate them, there's days where you don't like them, there's days when I'm just like, why are you in my shop? Go, leave. Like, but then there's those other characters that you're like, damn, I really value why you're here, you know. So it's really cool to like see how Tracy Letts, like, you've created this play centered around that reality. But I guess for the audience, I want them to like see that and see like in their own lives like how that plays out, even if it's in a very different way.
I want them to love the characters as much as we do. These are beautiful characters. Again, Tracy Letts and the director, the whole crew, the rest of the cast. All the characters are like, you just go, oh, I like them, and I like them, and even the characters that aren't necessarily doing things that you're happy that they're doing these things, you still go, but you know, I'd have a beer with them. You know, if I didn't owe them money or anything like that, yeah, I'd have a beer with them.